it's Robert here from robertcbrown.online. I hope you're having a splendiferous day wherever you are in the world today. Now, today's video is all about how to get everything you ever wanted. Ooh, that sounds good, doesn't it? Well, it's possible, and I'm going to tell you how in this video. We're going to go through the why you might need to get that handled in your life. We're going to talk about what you need to have in place to start getting the wheels in motion to actually manifest everything you ever wanted. And of course, I'm going to give you the ABC. I skipped a few there, didn't I? ABC and onwards of exactly how to get it done. And then if that's not all enough, by the end of the video, I'm going to give you some resources and some places to go if you want to dig deeper into all things personal development and spiritual alignment. So with all of that said, are you all buckled up and ready to go? Let's get going. Now, for most of us, getting everything you ever wanted is probably not even an issue. Getting some of what you want would be a nice start, wouldn't it? And I see too many people, and I was one of those folks once, where they're getting very little of what they want because their focus is misaligned. And what I mean by that is that you tend to manifest in your life whatever it is that you're putting your attention on and charging with emotion, charging with focus, okay? The more you focus on any one thing in life, the more it will expand. And that's true of everything. Now, the thing is, for most folks, they're focusing on all the stuff they're frightened of showing up in their reality. They're focused on their fears. They're focused on the next bill coming through the door, whatever it may be. And they're surprised when nothing good ever seems to show up, right? Now, remember that we've spoken in other videos about the reticular activation system as well, and that it will go out there and it will seek evidence to support whatever it is that you're thinking about and believing about predominantly, okay? It's going to go out there and try to prove you right and seeks evidence to do so. So consequently, if all you're doing is focusing on your fears, then all you're going to see is evidence of those things showing up in your life. Do you get that? And it's a vicious circle that gets you spiraling down, and it's very, very difficult to get out of because it takes a lot of conscious effort. Whereas if you were to spend the same time focusing on some good stuff, then you would very shortly see that all start to turn full circle and you'll start to get some of the good stuff showing up. So essentially what you have to do is consciously replace the fearful thoughts and the fearful habits with more positive and supportive ones that are moving you towards the stuff that you would actually like to show up in your life. Now, the first stage with that is obviously to be aware of when you are thinking thoughts that are putting you into a state or into a place where you are just consumed with negativity and not moving forward in any way, shape or form. When you seem to be bombarded with challenge after challenge after challenge and you don't realise why it's happening to that degree. Well, the reason is because your focus is wrong. So what you need to do is watch your thoughts carefully. Be aware, and you will be over a period of time, be aware of when you're starting to think through an old negative thought pattern that you've been looping for years and years, by the way, which is ingrained on your subconscious as part of your internal program that makes up who you are. That's a very important point. You see, over time, what we've got to do is overwrite that stuff with more positive, supportive programming that will move you forward in the directions of your goals and your dreams and everything you want from life. And it will leave all that negative stuff, the majority of it anyway, behind. And the stuff that is still lingering around will be stuff that you will react to differently anyway, because you will be wired differently between the ears. Do you get that? So you won't respond in the same way. And what fills you with dread and fear right now will not fill you with dread and fear then. So it will inspire you or motivate you to take a different course of action than what you will take now. And if you change the course of action, then of course you're going to replace the negative results that you're getting right now with far more positive ones that are more in line with what you want to see show up. So let's talk about how you can get this turned around so that you're thinking in a more positive and supportive way, and so you can start getting better results into your life, and you can start maybe creating some of those circumstances that you've always wanted but never seem to show up for you. What you need to do is you need to become the type of person that attracts that stuff. You need to be the sort of person in kind of, now I'm paraphrasing a little bit here, certainly not verbatim, but this is something Jim Rohn said once, that success is not to be pursued, it's to be attracted. Therefore, you need to work on you so you become attractive, right? So when success, nearly said the wrong word then, didn't I? When success comes by and takes a good long look at you, it thinks, wow, what a great place to stay. That won't happen if you keep focused on everything external to you. Do the work on yourself. Go inside. Have a look at the way you're thinking right now. Have a look at the belief systems that you've got, the beliefs about things that you've got in your world, the communication you have with yourself about things that happen. Maybe have a look at yourself if you think you're blaming. You know, where are you blaming people? Where are you blaming the weather, blaming the government? You know, maybe you need to take a little bit of responsibility for that. That's one of the cornerstones of actually, you know, moving forward. That's the initial cornerstone really of all personal growth, is to start accepting responsibility for everything that's showing up. Because once you do that, you can change it into something more desirable. So what I'm suggesting, if you take a cold hard look at yourself and really see where you're doing things that are kind of throwing a banana skin in front of you along the path to where you want to be and setting you off in a different direction. And then when you're aware of where that's happening, either avoid what's making it happening, reframe it so that it triggers you to think of something more supportive or more positive, or overwrite it with positive affirmations and visualizations about the things that you want to show up. Hang around positive people who will uplift you and motivate you. Stay away as much as you can from negative, naysayers and people that talking about doom and gloom every 5 minutes. Stay away from all that stuff. You don't need that vibe. You need to stay positive. You need to stay optimistic about everything that you're capable of creating in your life, and you will be able to create it, because you will become the type of person who has access to personal and spiritual resources that will enable you to make these things happen. Whereas now, perhaps, I would suggest you're a person who doesn't have those resources available. So, stop playing the blame game, look inside, do the work you need to do to change how you think and feel about the world you live in. Stop blaming everybody and everything else. Take responsibility and start to fill yourself with more positive, supportive thoughts, affirmations, and everything, and visualizations, of course, that make you feel good about yourself and empower you to go to the next level. I hope that's been useful for you. And I hope you take some action. As always, none of this stuff is any use to you at all if it's just going to go in and stay there and you do nothing about it. As I've said before, 60% of the word attraction is action. You will not attract your desired outcome unless you take some action on what you learn. Okay? That's part of the process of becoming the person that will have all of this stuff. Okay? You need to change what you've been doing up till now if you want a different result. Does that make sense? Okay, great. Now I'm going to wrap this up. But before I go, I just wanted to say that if you want to dig further into what we've been talking about, or if you just love all things personal and spiritual development, then you can get across to robertcbrown.online. That's robertcbrown.online. Online. Join my email list. Hang out there in the community. It's filled with like-minded individuals who are committed to their own personal spiritual growth, but also committed to making a positive difference in their own right to this beautiful planet we all live on. If that's you, and I really think it may well be you too, then I'd love to welcome you over there as part of the community. So that's it from me. Hope you've enjoyed it. Keep checking these out. I'm here every day with something new, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now. Hey, it's Robert here. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you've really enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed this, then please subscribe to this channel and come back and see many more doing these things all the time. And if you want to know when the next one comes up, click the little bell and you'll get a notification each and every time we've got a new video up there for you to have a look at. And the other thing is, I nearly forgot. If you love everything to do with personal development, business development, and just getting yourself into a peak state, then you're going to want to get over to my free webinar training, which is going to show you exactly the steps to take to overcome any inner barriers that are stopping you from achieving in life and business right now, and exactly what to do to get that put right and start living the life of your dreams, starting right now. Sounds like a tall order? Promise you, you can do this stuff. Get across to my webinar training. The link is in the description below this video. I hope to see you there. And at the very least, I hope that you click the bell. I hope you subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see you back here again soon.